Alright, so intro.
Intro. It's already done.
Well, glad we're sticking with what we know.
Being consistent, Parker, with our discussion videos, at least. Alright, this is gonna be our first manga discussion.
Yeah,
in our
I actually do
plethora
feel
of anime. Anime?
Learn English, you motherfucker.
I have an excuse.
I feel the need to emphasize that this is over the manga, not the anime. Yeah. So, keep that in mind.
People comment in the video, the fuck, I thought this was gonna be the anime.
No. Pay attention to the fucking video.
That is to say, if people watch the video.
That's true.
Just assuming this.
And we have 1 subscriber.
Yes, we do. We have 1 subscriber and multiple views on the anime discussion.
So, let's get this party started.
Alright, to begin with, Parker, would you like to summarize the story?
Alright, story is one of my favorite aspects, because it's general, it takes place in sort of a medieval, kind of mythical place.
Historical fiction.
Yeah.
In which I enjoy that genre.
Also, let's start. And pretty much you have the good guys and you have the bad guys, and the bad guys are complete assholes for very little reasons.
Yeah. They're assholes just because they kind of have power, yeah.
Yeah, and I love that, because it's just, I don't know, just hating someone for just because you can is a good thing.
Just because you get... Parker, you've, pointed it out in other discussions that you don't like that.
Well, I think it's to the extreme at which you do it. Like this one, it's more or less saying, hey, you're not supposed to like these guys for very obvious reasons.
Right.
But if you're actually trying to make the guy seem
just because
likable,
of their power.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of the way they go about it. Like in the one shot, I don't know if you read that.
Yeah, Number one thing, I enjoyed the one shot a lot more.
Really?
I enjoyed the sword design. That's also a note. I enjoyed, fucking gigantic sword in this one shot.
I gotta disagree with you there. I don't like the giant-ass sword that they had.
I just do.
Yeah, no. Overcompensating for something there.
It's manga. It's supposed to be large and exaggerated. That's what she said.
Anyways, so the idea is that the 7 deadly sins, who are the main characters, were charged with killing of the king. And they didn't actually do it. It was some of the holy knights. Holy shit, the lag. And now the princess has sought them out to help fix the kingdom. Now, with that, that's pretty much the basis of the story. Mm-hmm. You start out with one, the leader, whose name is MacLeod, a child, or somebody who looks like a child, and he is overpowered as fuck.
He is.
And that's probably the entire thing. Everyone in this is so powerful, it gets a little confusing. During the very first, I guess what you could call a minor arc, which, by the way...
minor arc? You mean the introduction arc?
Hold on. I feel the need to say this. We are only doing the Holy Knight arc. So we are not covering killing myself.
No, just kill him. I'll watch it.
I don't know if I can.
Just kill him. Well, then if you die, you die.
Oh god, the lag on this guy.
While you talk about that, I will... Actually, yeah, you find him, I'll talk about this. I'm gonna find the chapters for the arc that we're specifically talking about. Nanatsu, Taizai. Arcs. So yeah, well, we're all... Did you already say that? What arc we're talking about?
We are only doing the Holy Knight arc. Anything past that, which is the Demon arc, we are not covering.
The Holy Knight arc, aka the Holy Knight Saga. Yada yada. So yeah, anything beyond that point, we won't be. We're gonna act like we haven't read past that, but Parker has because he's a fucking...
I'm sorry, it was good, and holy shit, the lag on this guy.
Alright, so the chapters are 1 to 100.
Really? It's only to 100?
Mm-hmm. Damn. That is the complete Holy Knight Saga.
Alright. So yeah, that's what we're covering.
You don't need to be on, what's the word? Unhonorable and kill him as well?
Preferably. He's
Okay.
so laggy as hell that's not even funny. That works. Not sure who got the kill. Alright. So, yeah, that's the basics of this story. Now, in the very kind of opening one, which is what I would call the Weird Fangs arc, something very peculiar comes to mind.
Weird Fang? Remind me what that. I have no clue what that is.
It's when they're going to rescue Bond, and they
Oh,
have to
okay.
defeat those guys.
Bond rescuing arc. Okay, what about it?
Yeah. I had no idea who was more powerful. Like, the idea with, usually in this genre, is the main character is a complete badass, which he is, and that no one else can touch him. But in this, actually, before that, Gil Thunder.
Right.
With him, MacLeod seems perfectly fine.
What the fucking lag?
Yeah, I know. So, the idea is that MacLeod is trying to get information out of him and acts like he gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually takes a mortal wound, which he has to get healed. And
well, the thing is, he's not that overpowered that he's not woundable.
But my idea is it's kind of hard to figure out when is there actually danger. I mean, MacLeod does not show any sign of... And, okay, ring didn't break.
Worrying?
Yeah, like, he's always playing around.
Mm-hmm. So you have no clue whether or not he's like, shit, is he going to be endangered?
Yeah, that's pretty much the entire thing the entire issue. I mean, if MacLeod gets serious, then they're probably going to lose. And that's pretty much how it always goes. Why are you healing?
Because you need to heal?
Oh yeah, I do, don't I?
What the fuck? Hello, sir?
Shut up. And so, that's the first thing I noticed with Gil Thunder, was that I had no idea if I should be worried or not. And then it's furthered with the Weird Fangs. I mean, the guy who can turn invisible, what's his name? Golgius? I'm glad they decided to take the whole crazy name aspect, but maybe something a little easier to pronounce would have been nice.
Who describes Faris?
Do what?
Describes Faris.
He's the one who can turn invisible. So the one who kills the doctor who is taking care of MacLeod.
Oh shit, that guy. Wow. Yeah, that's a side character I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, MacLeod takes care of him easily. But then when they go off against Ruin, who is the main boss, it's like this. Mainly against Ruin, I had a huge question. If supposedly how strong are the Weird Fangs? They are said to be like one of the strongest groups out there, I think, in the very beginning. And then it's just like, okay, well, we have people who are even stronger.
Right.
And those people are dealt with by the Sins very easily. And so Ruin, who is pretty much toying with MacLeod and, oh my god, how did I forget her name? Diane.
Diane, what the fuck? How do you not remember her?
I don't know. That was a very strange one right there. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, okay.
And so, like, he's toying with them, and it's just like, how strong is this guy compared to everyone else? Especially since they can't even touch him because of his ability. It actually takes Elizabeth helping just to get into anything, or get into the actual fight scene.
See, the only thing which I understood was the fact that they are prone to kind of non-physical attacks.
I didn't notice that.
So, what? How did you not notice that? Like how Diana and MacLeod was fighting each other just because of the illusion?
Yeah, I noticed that, but it's just like, I didn't notice that anywhere else in the manga.
Hello?
Holy shit, the lag on this. So yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. In terms of sensing kind of danger, I did not feel any at all. I just kind of enjoyed the fact that they are overpowered.
Which, yeah, that's what I don't mind. If a character is going to be overpowered as fuck, let him be. Just, if you're going to have one of the characters practically die, are you fucking kidding me? That parry was mine. What the fuck? I was nowhere close to that. Holy lag. I feel like they're trying to have like two different sort of things here, and it's not going well.
Yeah,
this
two
is
different types.
Yeah, this is more just me. I think I'm gonna die on next one, so. Which, I'll actually save that for characters. Now, the basic story is actually really good.
I enjoy the fact that it's set on the kind of historical fiction Britannia.
Yeah, I do like that. I mean, it's just... Oh my god. What is going on? Is this me or you?
I don't know.
No, it's gotta be me. The other guy's lagging us to hell as well.
Did that hit you?
But yeah,
we're talking about historical fiction. Yeah, I enjoyed Britannia. Which, if you don't know, is actually just... What was it? Was it actually Britannia? It's not called Britannia. It's like called something else.
Britannia, or I don't know if it's Britannia, but when they introduce Merlin, they do kind of have that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is set on kind of English folklore / holy moly guacamole.
We might have to take a small break so I can figure out what the hell's going on. Yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah, this... In terms of historic fiction, it is set on kind of English folklore, such as like King Arthur, the Wizard Merlin.
Who's gotten a huge leg up in terms of looks.
I mean, like, she lost her beard and kind of got...
Dips.
So yeah, Merlin, King Arthur, the whole Britannia... I enjoy it. Ow, my bald head.
Oops.
I enjoy that aspect.
Yep.
As kind of a historical nerd.
Historical
That's a
nerd.
side note. I don't know, I kind of like historical fiction.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Also, I need to eat this bacon.
And I would say that the story ties together fairly well. There is not a moment where I can say that, like, why the fuck did this occur? Like, they always seem...
I'm being invaded.
Okay, just kill yourself.
No, I want to fight this guy.
Screw
Just keep
it.
talking. Just keep talking.
Alright. So, everything ties together really well. They start off looking for the 7 deadly sins. Then they go looking for their weapons. And that leads to Meliodas' sword getting stolen, to which they have to go to the main capital to get it back. And that's where the final thing occurs.
Mm-hmm.
Everything ties together fairly well. They always have a good reason for being somewhere. So, props on that. Now, that's about the only praise I'm going to give it there, because at the same time, I feel like the story's being made up as they go. Like, after I read this, I kind of got that feeling, and it made me realize what could make a good manga or not. So, I'm going to draw a comparison. Anyone who has read the manga Berserk, which, if you haven't, go read it.
I have not, so...
Yeah.
On that boat.
The story is very well thought out. I feel like they got an entire storyline going on here. And then they kind of just made it as time goes on. Or kind of just filled in plot holes. And so everything fits together really well. Because there's a basic idea. I feel that the creator of this is just kind of making things up as he goes. Because, like, this goes more into characters, because that's where it's mostly notable. So, crap, what was I going to say? Let's talk about Grimoire. Seriously, guys, come up with better names. Gilthunder, Gustav, Hendrickson. Like,
Meliodas rolls off the tongue. That's nice.
That one's good. The sins have good ones. Some of these are just very strange. Anyways, Grimoire, I think is how you pronounce it. When you first get introduced to him, he is trying to kill a guy because he didn't have proper information to over the sins. But later on, he's supposedly this nice, caring guy who does everything for his mistress. So he's set up as the bad guy, and then immediately set up as someone you're supposed to kind of like. Which doesn't...
I don't know about like.
Well, I don't know. You kind of... When
his character setup, I didn't mind at all. I kind of enjoyed the fact that he kind of good at 180, and he's actually kind of like extreme servant person.
I don't know. I felt that's where I kind of got the feeling that things were kind of just going all over the place. Okay, I'm invaded, but I'm summoning you anyways.
All right.
Okay, I'm just attacking you now.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go on my own tangent.
I'm sorry, the lag. I know.
My own tangent, Parker, is the fact that I enjoy the fact that there's. I kind of get the opposite feeling from you, in which he's kind of going along as he wants to. The author, the mangaka.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of feels like he has set up this entire world before kind of...
Okay, no, the world is set up very well. I do like that.
The world, kind of the history between the demons, the fact that, oh my god, there's a fucking druid clan, which was not mentioned at all.
Well, yeah, that's kind of where
was it mentioned?
No, it wasn't. That's
like,
kind of where I go with the whole, he's making stuff up as he goes.
It's like, we were introduced to kind of humans and demons, and also fairies. Humans, demons, fairies, okay, that's kind of cool. And then, kind of druids are pulled out of left field, and that could be kind of like argued one way or the other. It's like, was that kind of planned, or was that... For me, it seems kind of planned, just because Elizabeth had the power ever since. It's just kind of, holy Parker.
Finish your thing, and then we're going to take a small break so I can fix this.
Is that fucking sword the lag sword?
No, because I'm...
Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? I rolled into the wall and I got hurt? The wall hurts me? Okay, I'm done. Bye-bye.
Okay, so
Bye-bye.
Finish your statement while I try and fix this.
Yeah, it could be argued either way whether or not the whole Elizabeth thing is a... What was it? Was she a half-druid or a full druid?
I don't remember.
I know she was adopted. I don't know whether or not half or full. Or, partial because one of her eyes is just druid.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It feels to me that it was planned to have another clan. It could have done better with foreshadowing, but it still felt like it was planned.
Well,
so yeah, that's me. But for now, short little break.
Yes.
And we're back.
Okay.
With Parker being invaded, so you deal
and
with it.
Hopefully not lagging this time.
Where were we? Elizabeth being a druid?
Yeah, that was kind of what
The
it was
implementation, blah blah blah, English.
We're more over the general idea of, is the story kind of all over the place, where he's making stuff up as he goes, or
is it extremely kind of planned? Is it planned, or is it, all over the place?
And so, go back on to whatever you were saying while I try and take care of this guy. Hey, you're dealing with me.
What was I saying? Alright, yeah, the Elizabeth thing, to me it felt like planned. Although to you guys, it felt like I only said this a couple seconds ago.
Yeah.
What else? Let's transition over to something else.
Characters?
The
next
characters themselves. I'm gonna talk about the fucking powers. This type of manga in which kind of like a lot of people have powers, in which they show a lot of people having powers. Of course, there are still people, kind of civvies, who don't have magical powers, but you don't really notice them, except when they're running away. Yeah, I enjoyed this kind of manga just because, like, there is a lot of creative freedom from it. Like, it's like asking a child if you had a superpower, what would it be kind of situation. You're creating a bunch of superpowers for a lot of different characters. So I enjoy that, kind of seeing each and every knight's power. Of course, a lot of them are kind of glazed over just because they're against I said kind of again.
Holy crap, can you not speak English?
They're glazed over because of the fact that they're fighting Nanatsu. I'm done.
They're glazed over because they're fighting...
They're fighting Melidas, Bon, and who's Sloth, dude?
Sloth King.
Not Sloth. Who's Lust? Yeah, Lust.
Lust? Gother? that guy who I can't
Gowther.
figure out is male or female.
During the end of that, during the rescue kind of mission thing, in which they have to fight a horde of knights, you could see, like, you could glance their powers, but then it's like, oh, hey, they got one-shotted.
Yeah. Which goes back, how strong were the Weird Fangs, and why were they thrown out just as kind of the chumps of the litter?
Mm-hmm. I think the Weird Fangs was just kind of used as a device in order to introduce the overpoweredness that is Nanatsu now Taizai.
You'll probably die.
I will.
Which, actually, the characters of these guys are, of the Sins, are very nice. I like them.
Mm-hmm. Also, holy crap, I did not expect romance between a fairy and a giant.
Let's see, wait, was that starting up?
Huh? What do you mean?
Was that starting up within the timeline we have set for ourselves?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Remember the flashback as he was fighting his old friend?
Okay,
No,
yeah.
I don't think it was flashback. I was set in a kind of half chapter.
Yeah. So,
Also,
yeah.
hey, no lag.
Yeah, it's so nice. I
enjoyed their little, like,
okay.
just the chemistry.
Just so for everyone to understand my point of view on this, I hate Elizabeth. I fucking despise her.
God damn it. I don't hate her, but I don't like the way her character's handled. Just because there's so much you could do with her, but then she's kind of shafted to the side. Don't kill me.
Okay. I just don't like her.
Why don't you like her? I don't like how her character's handled, but I like her character.
Because she's just kind of pathetic. I don't know. I can't really explain to you why I don't like her. I just don't feel like...
You suck!
Get wrecked. I don't feel like... Okay, yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with it. I just don't like her.
You just don't like her?
I don't like that kind of character who always has to rely on everyone else. And they do try and make her strong. And I feel like it's just kind of pathetic still.
Yeah, they kind of try to make her strong in a non kind of physical way, you know, in a emotional support.
Yeah, and that works so well.
And then during those kind of scenes, I don't at all kind of feel... They try to make you feel like, oh wow, she is important, but I always go back to it like, she's shafted, she's on to the side doing...
Where she belongs.
Playing the messenger. That kind of sounds sexist.
Well, I suppose the thing immediately out of that is, I really like Diane. I like her character. I like how she... That's why I always dislike Elizabeth. One thing is that I like Diane so much more, and they're trying to set up a romance between them. Between Elizabeth and Meliodas. When...
Okay, that's
Diane...
another thing. No, wait. Nope. We're doing a little side here.
Okay.
Fucking the romance between Elizabeth and Meliodas.
Feels inserted as fuck.
I
don't like it.
I don't know if I could say yes or no, because it is kind of... At this point of the manga, I think it's really heavily hinted that she could be, like, I don't know, reincarnation shit?
Yeah, in which case, fuck off.
But then that kind of puts up a whole kind of ethical thing in which she has her own personality. And, yeah. Anyway, the romance, back to that, it doesn't... You kind of have no reason to see why Meliodas likes Elizabeth. Because this is the first time, other than her spirit, kind of go-get-him spirit.
And that's where I say the one shot kind of does it better. Like, why does he take up the job to begin with?
Yeah, exactly. It's probably not hinted, kind of explained more in the future. Not even past the ones we're currently at in terms of ongoing chapters. But yeah, as of right now, just why do you like her?
Yeah,
You can go with kind of the Disney answer, you know, first sight.
Love at first sight. Well, fuck that. This isn't.
You can deal with him.
I don't want to.
You can deal with him.
God damn it. But yeah, I despise Elizabeth. She needs to go die in a hole.
She's getting the Yamcha treatment.
Yeah. Now, where I did like Diane, and I really wanted a, what do you call it? A...
Diane is also being shafted, by the way.
Really? Well, yeah.
And not at all did I feel like she was kind of being showed off.
Woo!
There were moments here and there, such as her kind of showing off what the Seven Deadly Sins can do with their weapons.
Oh, yeah. God damn it, this guy. This is where I say
like
cheese to fuck.
We could try one of the arenas.
Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, we could try. Blue Arena?
I don't
have the thing. Damn it!
God damn it, this motherfucker. Stay out of my world! And get some skill, damn it!
Oh, he's going to me next.
Alright.
I can feel it in my bones.
So, you say Diana's shafted?
I feel like she's not being nicely showed off. That's to me. Whether or not it's actually kind of my argument kind of justified, maybe it's just I like the character so much that I feel like they need the spotlight more. Maybe it's just personal bias, but that's what I feel.
Huh. I don't know. I will say...
yeah, back to that romance with you liking Diane for some reason.
I like Diane because she's... One, I like her design. Two, she's got a nice, strong kind of character. And I much would have preferred a romance between her and Meliodas. Now, the thing is... when the whole thing with King starts up, I don't mind one bit. I really like that.
Between King and Diane?
Yeah, between King and Meliodas. I really want them to get together. It would just be so great.
Wow, I didn't know that, huh? I'll keep that in mind.
No, between King and Diane, I'm not sure why I got that feeling, because I didn't really like King as a character so much. But when that starts up, I noticed I actually do like King quite a bit. He's a nice little character. And, yes, I do mean quite little. And so, yeah, I mean, now, my favorite by far is probably Bon.
Hell yeah! Fucking Bon. Because he seems to be the most explored character.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the
fucking
backstory.
The main character is not explored at all. We've gotten flashbacks for both Bon and King. Kind of exposition to explore the characters. But we have not gotten characters in this... characters? What? We have not gotten flashbacks for Meliodas and... Diane. At least from this point of the...
I'm so sorry.
Don't kill him out while he's talking, gosh. We have not gotten flashbacks other than the fact that... Meliodas worked in another country.
And that country is now gone.
And the country's now gone. That one flashback. Can you list any more flashbacks for Meliodas?
No, not that I can really think of.
Exactly.
And that's actually one thing I don't like. Is that... One thing I always find interesting is that they all have a sin.
Mm-hmm.
Something which I wonder, is that actually a prerequisite? Do you have to have a huge sin and be overpowered as fuck?
Yeah, how the fuck... like... It seems Meliodas pulled the Avenger and gathered everyone under one roof. Like, he was kind of the head person to do this. So, did he just like, oh, this person has a heavy sin. Check.
Yeah, and probably the bad part is, they don't
Or was that just coincidence?
I don't know. They don't go into it very well. Like, why is Gauther's lust? Why? I don't actually know which one's Merlin's.
Oh shit, yeah, Gauther's not explored either.
No. I mean, he does, later on past that, he is shown to be very lustful. But that's not in the timeline, so ignore that comment.
You ignore that comment because it's not in the saga we're currently talking about.
And you have an idea on why Meliodas' wrath I still am quite unsure on why Bon is greed. And Diane...
Other than the fact that it fits his power.
Yeah, and then Diane, I am completely confused about, because no backstory about her has really been given.
Yeah, she hasn't gotten a flashback in this saga.
So, I wish they would explore that a little bit more. Worry about your characters, damn it. But overall, characters are nicely developed.
Mm-hmm.
Like them.
How did you feel about Gil Thunder betraying? Did you see that coming?
Betraying the Holy Knights?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you bring up a great point. Okay. I want you all to think back to the very start of the manga. Gil Thunder shoves a sword into the ground, stopping all water flow in a town.
Fucking asshole.
For the simple reason
I just noticed that
they didn't like the ale. And then he tries to kill MacLeod. But then at the very end, it's shown that no, he was a good guy and he was just being blackmailed. In which I call bullshit. There was no reason for him to almost ruin an entire town.
Yeah, I understand attempting to kill MacLeod. Okay, that's part of the blackmail. Part of your blackmail was not to act like a dick to a town.
And that's where I say that that they're kind of making shit up as they go. I don't know why I say they, it's a single person, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's not a whole team.
Shut up. Eat a katana. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of the huge issues. God damn it, no. No.
What? Alright, I'll just continue your point as you die. I do feel like that was a great twist. I did not see Gil Thunder becoming a fucking good guy. Great twist. If it wasn't for that earlier scene that Parka has mentioned, him being a dick to the town. If that scene was omitted, that would completely make the scene, make him kind of perfect, the whole turnaround. But other than that, it's inconsistent.
And I think that's the case for a lot of the characters. Grimoire, when he's trying, when he's trying to figure out,
Dude?
or when he's attacking the civilian. Then we have the same thing with Jericho, where she's good, then fucking evil, and spoiler alert, even though we're past this, she becomes good again. And it's just like, they won't keep the character straight. And it really bugs me. When you have something this black and white, keeping the character straight shouldn't be hard. Also, I didn't summon you.
It's this bastard!
God damn it. So that's kind of the huge issue with that. Now, I feel like I'm more nagging at this than anything. Mainly because there's just so much kind of wrong with it when it could be really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
are we going around in circles?
Kinda.
In terms of...
So, while you deal with him, I'm going to wrap this up.
You want to wrap... Oh, by the way, we're like 44 minutes in. This is unedited. So I don't know, how long did it take for us to get back to your game?
Probably 5 to 10 minutes. If that.
Okay, then we're like 34 minutes in. Alright.
I'm gonna wrap up characters. Each character is given a pretty good backstory, at least if they are given one. And all of them fairly likable. And, well... And the characters that aren't likable, still kind of given a good backstory. Hellbrom would be the one that I say gets kind of all over the place.
Hellbrom?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of...
dude. I really like that, little thing they had with King and Hellbrom. That was really sad. Really
I
nice.
Still feel like that came out of nowhere. Just sad.
What?
Personal opinion.
How? That was not out of nowhere.
Well, probably the idea that they are best friends and all that.
It's kind of hard to foreshadow that without actually giving that away.
Yeah.
Because it has to be out of nowhere. I mean, they haven't explained all the sins at that point.
Yeah, this is true.
So it has to be out of nowhere. So that's kind of necessary sin. Haha.
Yeah.
Pun.
Now, Bon is probably given the most, which is probably why he's liked the most, especially with his sole purpose to get Elaine back, which, holy fuck, I love that.
What is with this author and putting kind of weird shippings together?
I don't know. I don't care. It worked great.
Bond the greedy dude with kind of lowly 180 years old. I pulled that number out of my ass as a heads up.
Yes, you did.
You summoned me, right? Okay.
Right
I
here.
didn't see who did.
So yeah, characters are pretty good unless they're supposed to be evil, in which case, fuck you, they don't need a backstory. They're evil. Deal with it.
Yeah, there is no, not a single character in which is kind of in the middle camp, you think? There's always, I kind of like you and I kind of don't like you characters. For whatever reason.
So, someone you just don't care about?
Yeah, it's the person in the middle camp, yeah.
I can't really think of any.
Okay.
Oh, well, no, you're supposed to kind of like... Nope, not one. So, yeah. That's characters. Did we have any more things we had to go over?
Well, we do have art.
Art style.
I don't remember any, and I do say as a disclaimer that it has been a while since I've read the past 100 chapters. Same for you, right, Parker?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. So I can't really remember any specific moments in which I thought, oh my god, this character... I get shivers, like, seeing this character go into badass mode. And holy lag is back.
Oh. I think that was just a one-time instance.
Okay.
Me, there were a few moments when I was just like, oh, this is kind of cool. Possibly mainly dealing with MacLeod, when he would go badass. And,
Also, yeah, for those who don't know, most likely you do if you're watching this video, MacLeod does kind of fit the niche of a main character who has kind of a demonic side when they're unconscious.
Yeah.
The uncontrollable demonic side, similar to kind of those who watch it, Beyond the Boundary, and Naruto.
And Bleach to some instance.
The kind of OP but uncontrollable side of a main character.
Yeah.
Now back to art.
Overall art style, I mean, characters look nice. I can't really tell you anything about how the world looks. I mean, it's...
Ooh, I do remember that one scene when Arthur and the Illusion of the Army.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Holy
but
hell.
besides that, it's just kind of meh. I mean, not bad to look at by any means, but doesn't do anything too spectacular.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like
there are good moments, there are bad moments. Well, there isn't even any bad moments, actually. In terms of which I thought, that looks kind of ugly.
No.
So yeah, it's kind of average good, is how I would describe it.
There we go.
Average good.
And so, I guess on to final thoughts. Get an arrow to the face.
Final thoughts. Let's see, overall thoughts... Rating and then recommendation, just to make it easier for me to editing, because last time in which, for Beyond the Boundary, you did recommendations first before the numerical value.
Oh, well, screw you.
That made it harder. Please stop it.
Okay, so...
Overall thoughts, rating, / numerical value, then recommendation. Would you or would you not recommend it?
Alright, well, overall thoughts. I really like
That's the part where you stop attacking me and you start talking.
Why do I want to do that, though? Just look at that ugly bald head of yours. Alright. Overall thoughts, I really like the manga. As we said, we were supposed to read to a specific number, and I binge-watched it, or read it.
Binge read it.
And so, that should just tell you, it's got a really good story.
It keeps you hooked.
However, there are inconsistencies, which, as you keep reading, if you don't notice, don't worry, on our next one, I will point them out to a huge extent. Go away!
Parker. Nope, double suicide.
Okay.
No, wait. Here, walk towards the edge. This is gonna be a homicide-suicide.
Alright.
No, face the ocean. Face the ocean.
Facing ocean. And then kill yourself. That's how you do it. So, yeah, there are quite a few
I saw him!
Nice.
That was unexpected. Anyway.
So, yeah, good.
You keep getting interrupted.
There are quite a few inconsistencies. But overall, fairly good story, really good characters. Art style is meh. It's okay. My score, I would probably give this a 6 to a 7. So 6.5. Somewhere around there. As for would I recommend it? Hell yes, read this bitch. There's no reason not to. If you like this kind of genre, it's for you.
I had to go AFK.
Yes, I know you did.
That will be edited out, so they'll have no idea what's happened.
Anyways. Does that mean I have to do this again?
No.
Okay.
I just muted it on my end.
Alright, so now, what would you say?
I don't know what you said, so if I repeat what you said, sorry.
Oh well.
Overall thoughts. It's a great manga. It is no wonder kind of when you go around websites that stream manga chapters, you'll see this as being kind of like hot manga, hot updates kind of thing. It's without doubt great. It is very shonen-esque, so if you don't like kind of shonen manga types, such as like kind of Naruto, if you don't like the feeling of Naruto, One Piece, types like that, you won't like Nanatsu no Taizai, most likely. If it's like dark, grim, like Berserk, as Parker has said, you'll probably like something else.
Yeah, if this is not match dark and grim at all.
No, this is very shonen, as described. That's my overall thoughts. Rating. 6-7. It's proper score for this saga.
Same as mine.
6-7. Okay. And recommendation, go for it. You like shonen, fucking go for it. If you're an avid Shonen Jump reader, you'll most likely like Nanatsu no Taizai. However, if you don't, same thing, overall thoughts, copy paste.
Pretty much.
Essentially.
Fuck Elizabeth! And not in the good way!
I was about like, in a good way?
No.
Alright, well, that's it.
Adios, people!
You're not Spanish, Parker.